Good morning, my fellow Malaysians and my fellow colleagues in the medical profession. This is Dr. K.N. Singh from Johor Bahru again. We just heard the Minister of Health clarify there is no such dress code for patients. Her views were reported by the Malaysia Kini. Now, let me explain what actually happens when a patient goes to hospital for treatment. The patient is actually seen by an assistant nurse or a clerk uh, who may have had a bad day, or an earlier patient may have upset her. The next patient that comes along may have had a fall while playing badminton and was in shorts, and the nurse had to pick on something that she thinks has hospital regulations on her side and insists she would not allow him to see the doctor. The poor doctor who has seen 70 patients since morning has no clue what is happening outside, and that the patient has been told that the doctor will not see you. I mean, this is ridiculous, and yet everybody blames the doctors and says that they are bound by Hippocratic oath. Yes, we have an Hippocratic oath, but we are morally bound to see anybody who is sick. No doctor has ever turned away a patient for any reason if the patient needs help. Somehow, in our society, the people registering the patients and the attendants on duty who regulate the outpatient crowds somehow become little Napoleons, and they want to insist that they are respected. Now, respect, my friends, is earned. It is never demanded, right? And these little Napoleons want to show their authority and tell those people, so the doctor will not see you. The doctor's name is used in vain, and the poor doctor doesn't even know what is happening outside. And if this is not addressed, the public will continue to face recrimination, and the doctors will continue to be blamed and get a bad name. No doctor leaves work at 5 p.m. like other staff do. They stay until the last patient is seen, and sometimes this may go on to 6:37. I've seen in all walks of life, including the police, the constable outside, if he's busy, turns the public away for dressing in shorts, even if they've gone directly to the police to report a rape that has just occurred and that disheveled in their appearance. I'm sure no sergeant or inspector will turn anybody away. It is the ordinary constable who's looking for authority, which the police uniform gives him, and he does this. I'm surprised that there is indeed a ruling by the Secretary of State that to the effect that people not properly dressed cannot be seen by authorities. On the other hand, I had a pleasant experience too. I went to the MPJB to pay my quit rent on a Sunday, and I was wearing shorts, and I just finished my Langar Seva. I go to the Sikh temple every Sunday at 5 in the morning to help with the cooking of the food at the Sikh temple. And by 8:30, when everything is done, I come home after my prayers. I was on my home and passed the MPJB office in Johor Bahru, and I decided, instead of coming back, let me just stop and pay my quit rent. When I went in, I was seen and told that I was dressed in shorts and I could not go up the lift to the office. Now, this is the first time I heard of such a dress requirement. I was told to wait, and he called a Malay gentleman at the office and told me that someone will be coming down to help me. I was a bit surprised, and in about 5 minutes, a very pleasant Malay lady appeared and asked me what she could do for me. I asked her, why wouldn't they allow me to come up to see you instead of bothering you from your desk to come down here? She replied, in Johor, government officers have a dress code, and we cannot allow anybody to come up who's wearing shorts. So I thought, since you are elderly, I will come down and help you. So, my fellow Malaysians, all is not lost. There is still hope for a multiracial Malaysia. But then again, this is Johor, and here the Bangsa Johor prevails, and Johor is definitely different from the rest of the country. Believe you me. I do hope the authorities look into this dress code nonsense and people will stop blaming the doctors for this dress dilemma. I've never met or heard of any doctor who has turned any patient away. Thank you for listening, guys. And I'm sure if we air our grievances, the present government will take measures to correct this. You know, the old days are gone. We have a new government now that we have elected and put in place, and I'm sure they will do something about it. Thank you for listening, and I'm sure you will have a lot to say about this. So please leave your comments below and have a good weekend. Bye for now.